Yo, what's up YouTube? In this video I'm going to show you how to reinstall Windows XP. Please note this is a reinstall tutorial, not how to just install Windows XP on any computer. If your computer did not come with Windows XP, this will be slightly illegal. Alright, so let's get into it. First thing you'll need is a Windows XP disk. You cannot install Windows XP using a flash drive. I'm not entirely sure why. As soon as I find out, I'll give you an answer, but it doesn't work. I don't know why. Alright, so turn on your computer, open the drive bay. Yes, mine is this old. That actually came with Windows XP. In fact, I believe that it had a sticker on it that said that it was Windows Vista compatible. Put the DVD in, and turn off the computer again. Turn it back on, and make sure that you select the boot menu. I assume that if you are trying to reinstall Windows XP, you probably have an old BIOS. So it should actually just have it listed what you have to press in order to get to the boot menu, and it should have a different boot menu than like a UEFI BIOS that now. So where you actually have to like go in and modify the boot order. You should have seen how long it took me to get my Ryzen 7 computer to boot from a flash drive, because I never used a UEFI BIOS before. And I had no idea that you had to do that, so, you know, learn as you go, right? I modified the load order in the BIOS of this computer, but just look for the option that has CD-ROM in it, and press enter. Now this will take quite a bit to load. And warning, the last time that I did this it took 4 hours for Windows XP to install, so you're in for a long time. And we're back. Welcome to Windows XP setup. Alright, read the options and see down here. Make sure that you read this. It might prove handy later on. Press enter to continue. And it's going to take a while again. Alright. Make sure that you read what option or what button selects what option, because at first when I was going through this I assumed that it was kind of the same as like Windows 7, 8, and 10, and all of the buttons were like enter, you know, that kind of thing. That's not the case in XP. F8 is I agree. And now this will only be because I kind of did some stuff to this. I have 2 hard drives in there, and I'm not sure if I partitioned one or not. Whatever. Anyway, find what drive you want to install it on, and install it. I want to go. Oh hey, my flash drive shows up on here. Because once I install Windows XP, I'm going to make another video on how to install Ubuntu alongside Windows. The first thing you need to know about that is install Windows first. If you install Ubuntu and then you go to install Windows alongside it, it's just going to mess everything up. Oh, and you see this says unpartitioned space. That means that you can't install Windows XP on here yet. You have to create a partition. So press C, and the default will be the maximum size. Press enter. And There. Now, I'm gonna do the quick one. What I did before is I didn't notice the quick option, and that's why it took 4 hours. So let's see how much faster the quick option is than the slow one, I guess. It doesn't say anything. It just, okay, whatever. Let's do it. And I will be back. I just want to say, this is already going a lot faster than it did the first time. And we're back. You don't really have to, press enter to restart it. It'll restart on its own, as it, just said. That only popped up, by the way, because I have all of the drives activated, but I have them all activated, but I'm not using one of them, so that's why that popped up. It shouldn't happen to you unless you've been messing with your BIOS too. Alright, I'm not sure how long this is going to take, but I will be back. And we're back. Alright. You can kind of just ignore this at the moment and just click next. Let's go with Pi, because everybody loves Pi. No, not Pi 2, Pi 1. Then set the time and the date. Alright, what's the date? It is the 25th, but it is certainly not 10 p.m. It is 5:04. No! God damn. Why? You didn't see. Alright. We can fix that later when we get into Windows XP. I'll be back. And we're back. And that message again. Alright. I have to say, this is already 3 hours faster than it was the first time I tried to install XP. There, okay. I didn't try to install XP, I did it successfully, and then I messed it up, and I'm not sure how. When I was trying to install Debian, something happened. Because I was trying to run Ubuntu, Windows XP, and Debian. And when you're reinstalling Windows XP, make sure you know the model of your computer. This is a Dell Optiplex 745, so that you can download all of the drivers and everything from your manufacturer, because Windows XP isn't great with that. It really isn't. And the only browser that I could find that supported Windows XP was Opera, so I'll have a link to that in the description as well. And make sure that you get all the necessary drivers, audio, Ethernet, display, or your graphics card, as you want to call it. and any other thing that isn't working the way that it should be. So, yeah. And if you are reinstalling Windows XP, as you should be, you shouldn't have to enter a product key. It'll just detect your, I don't know. It never asked me for a product key, so I guess Windows XP is just really trusting, or they just know. As you can tell, I need the graphics card drivers because that is not 1600 by 900 resolution. That is like 800 by 600. It's no. Just ew. Ew. Oh, hey! I didn't mess up the time! I don't know if you can read that, but it says 5:12, and the clock, it says 5:12. I'm gonna zoom in on that. It says 5:12. I did not. Sweet, I did that correctly then. You have no idea how happy I am that I didn't mess that up. Alright, that'll be the end of this video. If you want more videos about Windows XP, which I don't know why you would, because who uses Windows XP? In fact, the only reason I have XP is to play games from like the early 2000s that don't run Windows XP, which is very rare actually. Most games do run. Fallout 3 is not one of them, so this would be a reason. Fallout 3 would be a good reason to get Windows XP. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you learned something or if you like seeing my reaction to thinking that I messed up changing the time, if you didn't learn anything, dislike, comment, and tell me what you think. Bye.